Hello, welcome back to the Football Corner. Welcome back to another live stream, another show, another video on the channel. Um, yeah, big ups to everybody that's in the chat right now. Big ups to everybody that has liked the video so far. Make sure you are liking the video. Make sure you are subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. I don't know what's going on. Why we, bro? What's going on, bro? Like Hooks is just doing a madness, bro. Man said here. Look at يا اخي في رمضان في ايو everything يا اخي.
Nah,
Anyway,
nah,
listen, big up to everybody that is liking the video. Make sure you are liking the video if you haven't already. Big ups to my panelists. I'm joined by Hooks, I'm joined by T, I'm joined by Ashraf as well. Yeah, listen, I've said to the boys already, I'm gonna quickly go on a little mini rant because I feel like I just need to. I've been since yesterday, and obviously I had the little outburst on Alahwa, which obviously go subscribe to This Is Football. You can go see it on there. I had my little outburst, but I feel like I need to go into a bit more detail.
yeah, let's get the pain out, bro.
Because not only am I severely upset about yesterday's performance as a team and upset with the decisions of the manager, but I'm also disappointed that we weren't able to keep this run going. We weren't able to look at the team that we were playing and play them in the right way, finish our chances. Certain man out there missing chances. At halftime, I did say that Trossard was going to catch life. I can't lie. The more I'm thinking about that chance, the more he's going to have to hold a bit of smoke. He's going to have to hold some smoke. 100%. He has to. There's no way I can be smoking other man and he's not holding smoke for missing that chance. Yeah. Now, for me, obviously the league's not done. Please, yeah, Hooks, just mute your mic, yeah, habibi. Just mute your mic, please. Wallah. This guy is eating, enjoying food, humming. The man's acting like we just breezed through 1-0 and we're fine, bro. Or even 1-1. Even 1-1 we drew. Yeah, listen, for me, I'm disappointed. Going out there, firstly, I'm gonna start off with I'm gonna reel off some players' names. Actually, no. Let me go to one of the main problems about yesterday. Let's start off with Mikel Arteta, the gaffer, the manager, the man who has impressed me this season by his team selection, by how he guides his team to dominating teams and absolutely suffocating them, keeps us applying the pressure. Everything else, yes, he's improved his substitutions. Everything was going down the right track with Mikel Arteta. Havertz, he was getting a Havertz, who we all said, apart from Hooks, obviously, we all thought was a shit player. We all thought he was a shit player, apart from Hooks. I know Hooks, you didn't, but apart from Hooks, all of us thought he was a shit player. You were getting tunes out of him, bro. This guy was playing up front. He was scoring goals. He was getting involved in attacks. You were actually getting a tune out of him. Why on God's green earth would you even put an idea in your mind to go ahead? You know what? I found a position for this guy, striker. Yeah. When I played him in the midfield, it was shit. In fact, it was dog shit. It reeked. It reeked. Why would you go and put him back in the midfield? Why would you go and put him back in the midfield instead of playing him in his right field position, which he's played his best at, which is the striker position? That's number one. That's number one. Bullshit, fucking mad shit that you done yesterday, yeah? 2, Zinchenko playing at left back. I would much rather have my Nan playing at left back than have Zinchenko. She would be able to track a runner better than him. she would be able to handle that position and actually stick to her position better than him. Better than him. Yeah, let me look at the camera because I'm looking at the chat right now. I don't know why I was staring at the chat and not looking at it. My nan would be able to track her runner and keep her position defensively better than Zinchenko. Better than Zinchenko. At this point, I'm thinking, bro, is it such a massive upgrade from Kolasinac? Monreal. Are these guys even such a massive upgrade to them? I don't think so. Yes, he gives you something going forward, but back when you need him to defend. And this clown is at the right centre back position. You fucking clown. You absolute fucking clown. And you think when he's at the right back position, you'd think that this guy would, be trying to get onto somebody. He'd be tracking somebody's run. He'd be, covering someone defensively and, stopping them from moving. Say, I got my man. But this man was in open space, open waters. There was no one around him. This guy was just watching it all happen in front of him. The first goal, yes, we can say that Martinelli was at fault because he looked at him and saw that he was there, open, and didn't go to him. And I blame Martinelli as well, 100%. Because if Zinchenko's not there, you should be going there, 100%. But the thing is, for two seasons now, in the point where the pressure is its highest and its most strongest, why do I have to rely on this Zinchenko guy over and over and over again? There's a reason why City fucked him off. There's a reason why when they were in the Champions League final and he was at left back, they fucking lost that final. There was a reason why. Defensively, this guy is clueless. Defensively, this guy is a liability. Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel J. fucking Zeus. Oh my goodness gracious me. May Allah watch over me and bless me enough to not have to see Gabriel Jesus ever take shots anymore, bruv. Put this guy on the wing or get rid. I really don't care anymore. Yeah, there's two players, Zinchenko and Gabriel. Either you play Gabriel on the wing, Zinchenko is gone. For me, his time, it's done. Fuck him off. I'm done with this guy. I'm done with Zinchenko. If I see this guy at my club next season, someone be there, I'm gonna fucking flip something. Something's gonna go flying. Because I'm done with this guy. Zinchenko's been a liability for too long now. And he's only been here 2 seasons. Make it make sense. How is the math not mathing? Gabriel Jesus played this guy on the fucking wing. Why are we playing him down the middle now? I lied to myself by saying he's a complete forward and that he can, not a complete forward, but he's a forward and he can play in the middle. He can play on the left. He can play on the right. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, bro. I was skunked. Done out, bro. I don't know what kind of copium I was smoking. I don't know what kind of drugs I was doing. I don't know. All I know is I said that he was good in the middle. I don't know why. I believed in the hype. It is what it is. Sometimes you make mistakes in football. It is what it is. Why? And this goes back to Mikel Arteta quickly. Why would you change a team that was winning? What? Because we have Champions League. Because we have Champions League on Wednesday. And because it worked against Luton. And you thought you were a big bad man. Oh, yeah. Aston Villa, they got smacked by City. We're not City. We are not City. We don't have an abundance of world-class players where even if you drop them for bench players, it's just gonna slide through, and you're gonna get what you're gonna get the result because you have the moments of brilliance from Foden. You have the moments of brilliance from freaking De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Rodri. These are world-class players. World class at the very definition of it. You look at world class in a dictionary and Rodri's face is fucking on there, slapped on. Same with De Bruyne. Despicable decision from Arteta to try changing around. Despicable decision. Now, I'm not Arteta out on none of this mad stuff. I'm not. I still have belief in him. But bro, he has made this job so much harder because of his arrogance. Because of his arrogance to come into this game and think he can just go past Villa like there's something easy. Like as if this team away from home, when we all went there, bro, we got slapped. City and Arsenal got slapped when they went to Villa Park. Slapped. Turned around. These men were laughing at us. It's crazy, the scenes that I'm seeing. In regards to Gabriel, bozo moments. Why are they coming out again? Hello, Mr. Gabriel Magalhaes. Why are you creeping back to your old ways? Why are you reverting back to your old ways? The ways where you used to make mistakes, where you're doing stupid shit, where you're losing your head. I said this season he is the best centre-back in the league this season. Don't revert back to those old ways and get rid of all of the hard work that you've done to put yourself in the position that you are. All of the improvements you made, and you're going to just cart them off like that just because the pressure's on. Broski, do not do that. It's not right. It doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. Okay? Trossard. Listen, Trossard, I've realized it now. He's not a starter. Don't start Trossard. Do not start Trossard. I say that again and again and again. Do not start Trossard. He is an impact sub. Sometimes that is all you are, is an impact sub. You don't have to be the main guy. Oh, look at me. I start every game. Bang, bang, bang. Bro, you don't have to be that. Sometimes you can be an important cog, but just off of the bench. And that is exactly what he is. Trossard is a bench player, but it's not because he's not good enough. It's because he is literally a player you want coming off the bench. He's a player that loves to eat off of the mistakes of these defenders, especially when they're, 50, 60 minutes in and they're already knackered because they played a game and they played like half to 3/4 of a game. He loves that moment because then he can take advantage of that because he's skillful enough. When he starts, he rarely has good games. Rarely. Maybe had a couple this season where he started. Apart from that, he's always been good off the bench. Always been good off the bench. Saka had an okay first half, we can say. Okay. It's not good enough, my boy. It's not good enough. You have to be doing better, my brother. You have to. We look towards you. I need you to be doing better for my team. Do you understand? It's imperative that you get your shit together. It's imperative that you are consistent in performances, not just GNA, but performances. I need you to perform. Take on your man. What is wrong with taking on your man? You did it twice in the game yesterday. Twice. Listen, overall, For me, I had to have a little rant there. I apologize, guys, but it was a very, very shit performance in that second half. First half, we actually looked all right. We were creating chances. We looked like we were gonna score some goals. And then second half, what was said in the second? What was said at half time? What was said at half time? I have to laugh. I don't laugh. I'm gonna cry, man. It's crazy. What was said at half time? What did you say to these players, Arteta? That they've just done a madness in second half, lost all control, and decided, you know what? There you go, Villa. Have the game, mate. We're gonna sit here and we're just gonna try and pinch at you and punch at you. They looked like the team in that second half that were in the title race. They looked like the team that were trying to chase City. We look like the top four team trying to chase Tottenham in the top four race. That's what we looked like in that second half. Players let me down seriously yesterday. Players let me down massively yesterday. And I hope these players understand by hook, by crook. I don't care if you have to, I don't know, park a bus, park a train, a plane. I don't care what you have to do. Put the damn moon in front of that goal. Bayern Munich is imperative. We have to go there, do not concede, and you have to win. You have to win. Just for the confidence alone. Because if we lose at Bayern Munich, Lord knows what's going to happen. By the way, newsflash for everybody who's watching us, an Arsenal fan, and for Arteta, if he ever watches this or any of the team watch this, I know I'm not that big in the YouTube community, but hopefully this can get to one of them so they can understand. Newsflash, we have Wolves away on the weekend. Wolves away for all of the big teams has been nightmares. Gary O'Neill is cooking. I'm talking 5-star, Michelin star chef. That's what he's doing. He's got pots and pans. He's doing multitasking. Multiple dishes being cooked at the same time. That's what he's doing at Wolves. So if you man think it's going to be easy against Wolves, think again. Because if we lose against Bayern Munich, all hell is going to break loose. The rails are going to fall off. That's my little rant done. What is that? 19 minutes and 15 seconds. Let me save that for the timestamp so everybody knows that I had a rant, and then we can get into it. Lads, I know actually I think there's a
super chat.
There's a super chat. Big up to Haraman Sadiq, who says the thing about Arteta that confuses me is keeping Zinchenko on for 90 fucking minutes and prioritizing Champions League over the Prem, which we are less likely to win. You know what, Haraman? I completely agree with you, my brother. I completely agree with you. I don't understand what the thought process was behind that. I don't understand what the thought process was behind that.
Because he's Super Mick Arteta and he knows exactly what we need, right? Right?
I can't lie, that pissed me off when you said that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. How can we feel like this after one loss? Do you know why we feel like this after one loss? Because first of all, big up Haman for the super chat, my brother. I appreciate it, man. I honestly do appreciate it. How can we feel like this after one loss? Because it's crunch time. This is the time where you need to win, bro. You
No,
can't.
it's multiple things. It's multiple things, bro. It's about the context. It's about the importance of the game. It's about which game it is.
Liverpool.
If you look at upcoming games as well, you know what I'm saying. This wasn't supposed to be one of the hard games. You know what I'm saying. This is a home game, and with our form, we were at home. This was supposed to be a win, but not a win in the sense of you need to take it easy. You know what I'm saying? By playing Zinchenko and Havertz. This wasn't supposed to be one of the quote unquote hard games. Okay. And like I said, the context. What did you say again, Sat? You
Sorry,
you added something.
I said Liverpool because they lost. It was the time to capitalize.
Yes,
They
exactly.
didn't.
We received a golden ticket and we wiped our asses with it and threw it out of the window. That's what we did. You know what I'm saying? And the way we played is something I criticized time and time again this season, about how we play and not look like scoring. Because we like to be that controlled kind of team. We play different kind of lineups that don't work, with Havertz in the midfield and Zinchenko in the left back, for example, and Trossard starting as well. Yes, I was wrong with that as well. Um, but a lot of things happened this game, bro. It's not only about a loss against Aston Villa. It's not only about, this is our first loss in 2024. Nobody cares about those stats, bro. In 5 years' time, when they look at 2023, 2024, they look at the league table. They do not look at, oh, Arsenal were at, when they had 6 games left, they won 10, drew 1, and they lost 1. Oh, they were in good form. No, they're not going to look at that, bro. They're going to look at different things, okay? And the things they're going to look at is how we ended up this season, okay? For me, personally, because it's Manchester City on top now, on on the on the top of the table, and not Liverpool, for me personally, it's over. And I've said time and time again, Pep is not invincible. This guy is beatable. A lot of managers have done it before, and soon will come. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Pep is gonna win everything for the rest of his life. Okay? And well, I'm so pissed. I forgot my train of thought.
Bro,
Uh,
believe me, I was doing
yeah,
it
yeah,
as well. I was losing my train of thought, bro.
yeah.
I just don't know what to say at this.
I remember what I wanted to say. I remember now. Um, and but giving the biggest advantage you have away to a team like Manchester City with the easiest run of us three, that's the stupidest thing you can do. You know what I'm saying? You need to be damn near perfect to beat a Pep Guardiola team, even if they downgraded, even if they didn't perform at the beginning of the season, because at crunch time they always perform. We've talked about this in the group chat, Sat, about you weren't speaking about it specifically, but I've
Yeah, I
mentioned
know you were talking about it. Yeah.
I've mentioned Emery's 22 win streak. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Even he has done something like that. Another win streak, my bad. An unbeaten streak. Okay, my bad. Excuse me.
Yeah, yeah.
Even he's done something like that. But when we want something of Arteta, we want Arteta to do exactly the same thing. We just cannot be consistent enough to do these things because of the choices we make at the end. You know what I'm saying? It's not about, oh, we played Kivior and we played Party and Rice in the midfield and we failed. Okay, I would have thought maybe it's us. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But Arteta made the choice to play Havertz in the midfield. Arteta made the choice to play Zinchenko 90 minutes and Havertz 90 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
2 minutes. Oh my god.
It's great. Oh, my bad. It's Zinchenko at 87 minutes. My bad. Excuse me. three
That's
minutes
still
less.
too much, bro. That's still too much.
And but when I call these things out, I get called negative. You know what I'm saying? I get
Hmm.
called, you just like to rant. Oh, TK is pissed off again. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones. But at the end of the day, I was right, and I hate being right. I'm not here to be right. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm here to be proven wrong. I want to back Arteta. I want to back the Kroenkes. I wish they proved me wrong so I could back them fully. You know what I'm saying? But I cannot because of bullshit like this. And at the end, we make excuses because why we didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? And that irritates me the most. I cannot sit here and make excuses because we fucked up. Other teams didn't fuck it up for us. We didn't lose against a Manchester City. We didn't lose against a Liverpool. We lost against Aston Villa at home. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Against our ex-manager who's beaten us twice this season. The double on our head tops, bro. On our head tops. And he did it with Villarreal in the past as well. Let's not forget about that, bro. This guy has cooked us time and time again. And this specific manager, he did it too. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I always said I am Arteta standby, because I was never Arteta in the first place, because I didn't want a novice to to finish Emery's job, for example. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted an upgrade from Emery. Emery is a cup coach, a Europa League coach, and I wanted an upgrade from that. But what did we do? Because we are the PR team, let's pick one of our ex-players and make them the manager, like Chelsea did with with Lampard, and like you know what I'm saying, other teams would do with their players, like Manchester United did with Oli, for example. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
What is this, bro? It's been 5 years and we are still sitting here and making excuses for this guy and his stupid choices. We didn't lose this game because of the quality of our team. We lost because of his stupid choices. Okay? And I gave Havertz credit where credit is due. But play him at the striker. He has Why is he playing at the midfield, bro? What is he doing there? He's not there to begin with. He does nothing, bro. And it irritates me. Zinchenko, 90 minutes. Defensive liability. Offensively, you are a liability as well. The amount of times this guy has lost the ball, this specific game, is immense, bro. Every time he got the ball, he miscontrolled it. Or when he was in a duel, he lost the duel. You know what I'm saying? Or when he was trying to pass the ball, he just passed it to an Aston Villa player. Bro, he fucked up so many shit, bro. Even though Ben White had a yellow card, I would never have brought off Ben White, and I would brought off
Never.
Zinchenko way earlier, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you can at least expect stability from someone like Ben White, bro. And that's the difference. But we are gonna die on this hill. We are gonna die on this hill together with the choices that Arteta made this specific match. Okay? Because we still need to go to Old Trafford. We still need to go to Shard Hart Lane. We still next. You said it. This weekend we need to go to Wolves away. These were supposed to be the hard games, not Aston Villa at home. Like I said, we had a golden ticket. We wiped our asses with it, and we threw it out the window because of two Manchester City rejects. We forced to play. Oh, I forgot about someone. Gabriel Jesus. You are the biggest waste of money I have seen in my life. This is crazy, bro. What you said about Zinchenko, Saad, about not wanting to see him in this club anymore, I feel the same way about Jesus. Because we got scammed, bro. Pep knew already, bro. Pep knew already, bro. He was like, ha, khalas, you can have him. Maybe you can make top 4 with him. But do not expect to win the league with him, because I know he ain't that guy. And this season we see why. Okay?
Hmm. Yeah.
Bro, I
100%.
can go on and on and on and on and on and
Mm.
on. I will say the same things what I said when we fucked it up at this season, and I will say the same things when we fucked it up last season. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the
Mm.
day, I hate being proven right, but we can clearly see that the mental fortitude of I mean not fortitude, the mental pressure, winning the league, being at crunch time, Champions League lights, it's too much for us, bro. Too much for this manager. Because you are supposed to be the one to control these players, to let them know what's up. But you are the one that gets stressed. You are the one that
Hmm.
gets pressured, and you don't know what to do at these kinds of situations. So why do we need to rely on you when you don't even know what to do, bro? I'm
Mm.
done. I'm done. Arteta stand by. Khalas, it's over. I'm back to my original point, and that is Arteta out. 5 years is enough. If I don't win anything this season, anything, it's over. I want you out. I'm done. Go ahead.
No, fair enough, T. Fair enough. Listen, I know it's the rants, bro. They're just there's too many. There's too much to say about this game. Ash, I know you want to go, but I want to bring somewhat more of a positive light out. I don't know if Hooks is going to be positive. He was speaking a bit more positively,
We're
but
in we're in upset anonymous right now. You know, we're in the pain anonymous right now. You man free up all the pain, bro. I'm alright. I'm just chilling here listening to y'all.
so
Innit?
wait,
So
so what's give me your thoughts.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Like I was pissed yesterday. I was vexed last night. I woke up. I was mad vexed. Went through the whole day at work, just vexed. From time to time, I'd stop and be like, "Oh, damn, man, why did you start Zinchenko?" Like, honestly, like I just had throughout the day, I've just had loads of like different like thoughts that have come across my head. Like, why this? Why Gabriel? Like, what's going on? Like, where's these last two games? Where's the mistakes coming from? Like, I don't know who you need to talk to. Therapist, maybe open up to your gal, have a little bust a tear or whatever you need to do to get your head right. Because these last two games, these mistakes, I don't know where they come from. Like, there's literally, you've been the most one of the most composed guy. You've been the most composed that man's ever seen you, bro. But then these last two games, you wanna, I don't know. It's like he's like he feels like Rob Holding's gonna come back and play next to him again. Like he's just getting shaky, bro, and I don't know why. And then I thought, you know what? We actually played very well in the first half, and then you know because we was all on the stream at half time, and we was like, oh, okay, yeah, you know, it's been a very good game of football. We've played well, we've dominated, just haven't been as clinical as what we should be. And then I'm all expecting, yeah, we're gonna come out in the second half and we're gonna blow man away. And then for solid 15 minutes, bro, they're sticking it on us, bro. Like they're controlling the game. Like they completely flipped the switch, yeah, from playing a more counter-attacking play to now they're playing with the ball. And I'm looking around thinking, raw, are we at Villa Park? Like, what's going on? Like, why they got so much of the ball? Why are they playing around us? What's going on? And in those 15 minutes, Arteta didn't even flinch. Didn't flinch. Didn't think, raw, okay, obviously something's happened in the energy levels. You know what? Let me make an early change. Just one guy. Could have been any one guy. Early change in those 15 minutes. Preferably for me, it would have been Zinchenko, but you get me. But nothing. I actually, if I'm correct, it's Aston Villa that made the first change. They took off the RB for Leon Bailey. And then when Leon Bailey came on, yeah, and Zinchenko didn't go off, I kind of knew, okay, it's gonna get a bit mad. It's gonna get a bit mad. And then, but you know what it is, yeah? I think I've just calmed down now, innit? Because like I'm already thinking about Bayern.
Can I just say one thing? Sorry, Hooks. Josh, Zinchenko is not the scapegoat. Let me put this to you as a Liverpool fan so you can understand it. Zinchenko for me is what Karius was for you. Whenever big moments, all drops, bang, drops his pants. There you go. Take me. I'm ready.
Not
Go
even
ahead.
big moments, even small
Go
moments.
ahead. It's small moments, big moments, whatever.
Brother,
please.
by the way, like
Anyway,
I saw
sorry.
he's a left back, but I saw him on the right trying to nutmeg Tielemans, and Tielemans nearly scored. By the way, whoever thinks that this guy is not a fraud, their heads in space, because this guy is the biggest idiot, yeah, that I've seen in the team in a while. And do you know what? Yeah, it's not even recency bias, because realistically speaking, if you actually go back to last season as well, he was making these same mistakes. He was actually making these same mistakes, but he's meant
not
to be
as frequently, but he was, yeah,
exactly. He was meant to be the guy who's calm and composed on the ball. That's why he can go from the left back and enter into the midfield and do what he needs to do inside of there. But for some reason, yeah, his head is not right, bro. I don't know. Maybe it's the war in Ukraine. It's got him moving left. Yeah. Maybe he's not focused on football or whatever it is. Yeah. But he's been moving mad. Do you know what? Yeah. I did a match preview. Yeah, and I said the one thing. Yeah, that we need to be is ruthless. Yeah, ruthless, and ruthless in the sense. Yeah, that if one of their players goes down injured. Yeah, and it's not a head injury. Don't kick it out. By the way, why is it this idiot that's kicking the ball out? And then the ball gets kicked out, and then all of a sudden, magic. The guy gets up. He's not injured anymore. Bro, how long? Bro, the brother's got a U. That's how old he is. He's got a U. How do you know how long he's been playing football? And he doesn't know this yet. He doesn't know this yet. So it's a joke thing. So look, for me, Zinchenko, by the way, if you want to play him, just bring him on as a sub. Because as a sub, he can come on and he can change the way that the game is played and it can throw off the opposition in it. But I don't want to see this guy start for my club no more because he's a fraud, isn't it? He's a fraud. Yeah?
Bro, the only thing he throws off is our back line.
Yeah.
Like,
No, do you know what? Yeah, that's probably why. Yeah, Gabriel's making these mistakes because, by the way, bro, yeah, he's one of them man that when he's playing, all the other players are nervous because they don't know what's going to happen. They're all nervous, man. Do you remember when he made that run? Just made that run all the way through and then just lost the ball. And then what? So what? So now Gabriel needs to be left back, centre back. Bro, it's do you know what? Yeah, I don't think this is just where I stand on Zinchenko. Yeah, I don't think that what he contributes offensively is worth the sacrifice that we have defensively when he plays, and that's just the reality. Like, if it was a thing where, like, yeah, he's playing, and whenever he plays, maybe every 3 games he gets an assist, then I'll be like, all right, cool. And then maybe he gets a goal here and there. I'll be like, all right, cool. It's adding up. But all he does is just make us weaker defensively. That's all he does. So he's a luxury player. That's just what he is. He's a luxury player. And when it's crunch time, you don't have time for the luxury, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? You just don't have time for the luxury. And you know what's crazy, yeah? The madness, the anger, yeah, it's already left my body in it, yeah. But I think it's because I'm just like, my mind is now Bayern, innit? Like, I can't dwell on this Aston Villa game, innit? Like, we can't change it. Nothing we say is gonna change it. None of us got a time machine. None of us can go back. We can't go back and win the game. We can't go back and draw the game. We lost the game. Cool. We just need to take it on the chin and just keep moving forward, innit? Because as low as the percentages are that we can still win the league, we can still win the league, innit? Like, but what needs to not happen, yeah, is this is the catalyst for capitulation, innit? Because we can still go to the Allianz Arena and get a result. We can get to the semi-final. And you know what, yeah? This is where I think we win the league, yeah? This is where I think we win the league, innit, yeah? Hear me out, yeah? Hear me out, brothers, yeah? Cool. By the way, we make it to the semis, yeah? We make it to the semis, yeah? One or two things, yeah? Real Madrid knocks out Man City, yeah? Yeah? Yeah, their head's gone. Their head's gone. They're not getting Champions League no more. No more treble. Head's gone, yeah? Maybe they get 2 draws in the league. Cool. Capitalize, yeah? But do you know what the other one is? By the way, Man City beat Real Madrid, yeah, in the semi-final. Yeah, batter them. Absolutely batter them. I'm not talking about no 1-0 at the Emirates and 0-0 at the Etihad. I'm talking big smoke. I'm talking we put them in the biggest spliff that's ever been rolled across the world in the history of time. Yeah, defeat them mentally. Oh, raw! Arsenal just smoked us, you know. Raw. All their players sad now, and that's how we capitalize. You know what I mean, bro?
You know what? Big up to Hooks, because, bro, if you ever need belief, yeah, wallah, he's gonna come in with some belief. Wallah.
Look, now, but do you know what it is? Yeah, do you know what it is? Yeah, it's not okay. The delusion's not the word, innit? Yeah, delusion's not the word. Do you know what the word is? Yeah,
Hope, false hope.
Yeah, not false hope. Yeah, I'm creating.
no, it's the 2 words. Kool-Aid.
I'm creating the scenario in which we can win in it. I'm not saying that it will happen, but I'm telling you the scenario in which it will happen. So, and also, yeah, like, look, I know everybody's vexed. I know everybody's vexed. Everybody's vexed. I've seen everybody on YouTube, everybody across social, everybody's vexed. Everybody's vexed. But don't be vexed now. Don't be vexed now. Because it's the fat lady hasn't sung yet. We be vexed when the fat lady sings. We have this conversation at the end of the season. Because by the way, I could say if you had this match reaction yesterday, yo, I would have been effing and blinding, and Bearman would have been getting put on the roast in it. But we must remember, energies are very important. Yeah, there is a chance that an Arsenal player could watch us because Sard is famous in it. So there could be a chance, yeah, that an Arsenal player watches this stream and then gets bare deaded off, yeah, by what we say in it. The only player I don't care about that happening to is Zinchenko in it. But everybody else, me love you, yeah. So let's just rein it in a bit, yeah. Let's rein it in, yeah, and let's revisit this conversation again at the end of the season, innit? Because I'm not saying that it's going to be all positive from here, but I'm just saying let's not be like them idiot Arsenal fans, yeah, who should, all of them should hold their heads in shame, absolute shame, because of them, man, I have to watch the game at my yard. But if I was at the ground, I wouldn't have left early. I would have been there singing same way. That's the whole point of supporting and going to the ground. So now I'm there, yeah, in my yard watching the TV, and I'm like, "Raw, there's bare empty seats. I could have been there." Nah, man. Do you know what? This is for all them Arsenal fans, innit? All of them. All the ones that left is for you. You can hold that, pussies. And
Fans is in quotation marks, by the way.
yeah, fans, hold
Yes.
that. Yeah, hold that. And you know what? I don't want to see none of you, man, that left the ground yesterday, yeah, at any of the celebrations if we win anything, innit? All
Bro,
you pagans.
Hold on,
I
quickly.
haven't seen that quiet game in a while, by the way. And I have my TV always really loud, but I didn't hear us singing or doing stuff whatsoever, bro. It was really quiet yesterday.
You could hear a pin drop. You could
Yeah.
hear a pin drop. I just Ali A. First of all, you named yourself after Ali A, so that's number one, an L on your head top. That's the number one L. Yeah, because I've seen some clips from that guy, bro. That's the first L. Are you a Liverpool fan, Ali A? Can you just confirm in the chat, please? Are you a Liverpool fan? Just please confirm to me if you're a Liverpool fan, whatever fan you are, bro. Because if you're a Liverpool fan and you're talking about this and that, brother, self-awareness is key. We need it in life. You need to be self-aware. Be aware of your surroundings, bro. Be aware of your surroundings. You got scored on by Crystal Palace. Eze put you man in a spliff. Yeah, and I don't even want to dunk on Liverpool because right now we're mud brothers. We're in the same thing, bro. We both fucked up, and we now both have to win our games for the remainder.
But you know what, yeah?
Brother, have some self-respect, bro. Please.
Sorry, I forgot. Yeah. In all the darkness, yeah, that we experienced yesterday, and all the darkness, yeah, there was a glimmer of light. Yeah, there was a light that was shining ever so bright, yeah. And this manager who I've been backing, yeah, from the beginning, yeah, decided to put out the light, yeah. Martin Odegaard, yeah. What a absolute magician. I'm sorry, what I was seeing in the first half, yeah, don't get me wrong. In the second half, he became a bit quiet, but I feel like that's because of the flow of the game.
Him and Ben White, only ones that can leave there with their head held high because they actually fought until the end.
Yeah,
well, actually, Ben White got taken off.
I agree, Hooks, but not only this game, he's been balling out at the Bayern game as well, bro. Odegaard at big games, they say, he doesn't turn up at big games. Look at these two last games, bro. It's crazy.
Shit,
bro. I'm some of the stuff I saw him do yesterday, yeah, bro. And with the mindset, bro, do you know what? Even as well, he was the only player to walk around the entire stadium clapping all of the fans. The only player. My captain.
I saw that.
Apparently, he got taken off because he was injured, is what I'm being told now. And I can only assume it's from the kick to the chest. I can only assume that's why he got taken off. He might have been feeling some pain. So obviously they have to take it seriously, bro, because a kick to the chest could do
And,
madness.
and I'm assuming that Ben White came off because he ducked out of the 50-50 because he had the yellow card, right? I'm assuming that's why he came off.
I'm not sure. I don't know whether it was because of the yellow card. I don't know what I don't know. It better have been because of the yellow card. It better have been, because if that was tactical, then brother, Mikel Arteta fucked it.
Yeah, I
His
think
ass fell out, bro.
yeah.
We're being honest, bro. But anyway, listen. Let me get to Ash. We'll get to Ash quickly because I know he's got a lot to say, bro. Bro. I put the thing up, the message up, bro. Hooks first, and then 2 seconds later, Ash was there. Like, hold on, I'm there, bro. I'm here. I'm coming. We need to do a show. We need to do it. So I know that Ash has got a lot to get off his chest. So Ash, also I think Capo put in a super chat, saying,
Big up, Capo.
I said, yeah, big up Capo as well, my brother. I said RIP Zinni in our chat. Reaction and W versus reaction W
and win
versus-
versus Bayern.
Oh yeah, reaction and win versus Bayern. That's legit what we need right now. We need a reaction. We need a win against Bayern, bro. We need that more than ever. If we need a boost, it has to be in this fucking Bayern game, bro. It has to be, bro. It has to. I don't know what else to say to these guys. You have to go out there and put some sort of performance up. If you don't, bro, it's looking techie. It's looking techie. But anyway, let me go to Ash, bro. Let me go to Ash.
Yeah.
Go on, Ash, bro. Sorry.
Look, Hook said something that's so true. Thank God this reaction was not yesterday, this video, because it would have been a very abusive video. So I think it gave us all time to simmer down a bit. I want to first start off with some points that Hooks mentioned. One is that big shout out to Odegaard. He was, for me, not even Ben White. Ben White was okay, but I think Odegaard was phenomenal yesterday. I think yesterday's result is in no way a reflection on how Odegaard played. He killed it.
Yeah.
He was amazing all game. People are saying, oh, since Dubai, they just use that phrase for everyone. Odegaard was actually killing it before Dubai. He was killing it against Brighton when we won 2-0 before we went to Dubai. He was killing it against Wolves before we went to Dubai. Even against Aston Villa, even though we lost, and yes, he missed 2 sitters, but outside that, he played really well. So
Liverpool
he's picked
away.
up his form. Liverpool away as well. So he's actually picked up form for me like quite early, even before the Dubai thing. And I think he should definitely be in the conversation for team of the season. He's just phenomenal. Unfortunately, the rest of the team couldn't keep up to that standard. And one thing as well that the other point that I want to pick up on that Hooks mentioned as well is Hooks, you mentioned a scenario where the only I know you're saying it'll not happen, but you're saying the only scenario where we could win is, let's say, City get knocked out by Real Madrid, their heads are gone. Bro, that won't happen because that happened to them 2 seasons ago when they got knocked out by Real Madrid, and that was actually a knockout that could lead to a bottle job later because it was such a shocking comeback by Real Madrid. Imagine how deflating that defeat was. And they still went on to win the league against Liverpool that was chasing them by 1 point.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. On that, but what about if we smoke them?
And the second, that's exactly, I was coming to that scenario.
They're directly challenging with.
That scenario also happened when they came up against Liverpool in 2018. Although Liverpool were not challenging them in the title, they smoked them 3-0, beat them 5-1 on aggregate, kicked them out of the Champions League. City still went on to win the league comfortably and was Centurions. So City have been through both scenarios. This isn't new to them. They have been through where, by the way, even in 2018, 2019, when they won the league by 1 point from Liverpool and 98 and 97 points, they got knocked out by Tottenham. They got knocked out by Tottenham of all teams. And it didn't matter. They still went and won 15 consecutive games in the Premier League. So it doesn't really matter. They've been through all these scenarios, right?
Let me pose a question.
Quick, because I want to land my points. Yeah, go ahead.
Good question. If we beat Bayern on Wednesday, would you sacrifice the Prem for the Champions League?
I wouldn't sacrifice shit. I would play properly in all games until we are completely out of whatever it is we're out. And this is where I'm going to come to, yeah? So I have a bunch of points I'm gonna go through. Like, and I'm gonna try and make sure this is not that long, but I can't promise that. So I'm sorry.
Nah, go ahead, man. Just do, bro. There's no. Listen, are you guys? Ash, are you okay to stay for a bit?
I'm okay to stay for a bit. Yes. It's all
Hooks,
good.
are you okay to stay for a bit?
Yeah, I can see what I can do. I can see what I can do. I'm cool.
T?
Yeah, someone has to bring the balance in the stream. So yeah, I can stay.
يا أخي, خلاص. I've got fuck all
Okay.
to do right now. I'm not gonna sit here
Okay.
and fucking watch Chelsea play. I'd rather smack my head against this wall
bun
than
that.
do that.
Bun
So,
that.
so
Chelsea,
let's
Everton. Bun that. Bun that.
guys. There's no time limit. There's no. Oh, let me shorten it so we can just speak
Yeah.
with your heart, bro. I don't
I
care.
like it.
Honestly, you
I like
guys
it.
just speak, bro. Honestly.
So first of all, the first thing I want to say is this has nothing, and T also mentioned this point, so like I had to like bring it up again. This has nothing to do with the quality of the players that are on the pitch. Nothing. I didn't want Zinchenko starting, and I'll come to Zinchenko in a bit. I didn't want him. I prefer Tomiyasu over him any day of the week. But I had no issue with Zinchenko starting, not because I wanted Zinchenko, because I was like, whether Zinchenko or Kivior or Tommy starts, we should be beating Villa, right? This is the pure reason of why this happened yesterday was mentality. And I'll explain to you why I'm saying this. These guys probably saw the result of Liverpool and Crystal Palace, said, holy shit, what the hell just happened? We can actually go 3 points clear of Liverpool. And obviously just a point ahead of City, but that was always the case. Liverpool were the other ones we were worried about. They saw that result, and I think they went into this game with that extra nerves. You know, sometimes when you play a certain tournament and you're coming up against another team and somehow the big favorites get knocked out and you're like, you're in the semifinals and in the finals and you get nervous and you're like, oh shit, like, can we actually win this? And because you're nervous, you end up bottling it. Why am I saying this? Because of the second half. First half, yeah, we came in the halftime show. I agree with what Hook said. I thought things were fine. Yeah, we missed the Trossard chance. Yeah, Saka missed a chance as well. But I wasn't like, Havertz obviously missed 2 chances as well. But I wasn't panicking because I was like, if we play the exact same way in the second half, plus we bring on Partey, plus we bring on Martinelli, we've got this. We've got this. The way we came out that second half
Crazy
is a proper bottle job, right? Because when a team like Villa, I don't give a shit if they're fourth. When a team like Villa come out the second half and have more than 60% possession at the freaking Emirates against the most informed team in the league, that's not because our players are injured or someone is in bad form. That's because there's no freaking mentality. We choked. Not because Aston Villa came up with some mad, incredible plan. Emery set them up beautifully in the second half. He did a tactical genius. Nothing to do with that. It's because we freaking bottled it. And I'll tell you this, yeah? That game, we beat Brighton in 3-0. I don't want to say wallahi because it's haram for me to say that. But I can promise you this. If our game against Brighton was after the Liverpool United game, we would have lost that game too. Because Liverpool would have dropped points United, and now we would have gone there being like, shit, we are actually going to win this game against Brighton and we're going to go top of the league. Those nerves would have kicked in and we would have bottled it. Whenever we come to that scenario, we get nervous. Last season, before we played City at the Emirates, we lost to Everton, who like were in a winless streak, and then we drew at home to Brentford. Yeah, we were robbed that game by the freaking referee, by Lee Mason. But it doesn't matter. We played like shit anyways.
Yeah.
These are the 2 games coming up against City. Why? Because we're coming up against City. We're like, oh shit, this is the biggest game of the season so far. Those nerves kicked in. And the same thing happened in the second fixture. We're coming up against City at the Etihad. We dropped points to Liverpool, choked a 2-0 win. Choked a 2-0 win against West Ham and bottled it against Southampton and drew 3-3. So it is a proper mentality issue. We keep calling Tottenham bottle jobs. We're almost like them. The only difference is we're obviously a bit better because we win trophies. Sorry, I'm exaggerating. We win FA Cups. That's the difference between us and Tottenham. Over the last 20 years, that's the difference between us and Tottenham. No. Over the last 20 years, I'm saying FA Cups only because for me, trophies is FA Cup, League Cup, Premier League, Champions League. We haven't done the other. Forget the League Cup. I don't really care about the League Cup as much. We haven't done the Premier League and Champions League. And we've had chances to win Premier Leagues and we've bottled them. So it's a proper mentality issue. Now, coming to Zinchenko, that fraud, we didn't lose yesterday because of him. I don't think so. I think You could blame him for the first goal because he was way out on that side. And just before that, Trossard missed that. Sorry, Telemans missed that chance when he stupidly. By the way, wallahi, I can say wallah to this because it's the actual truth. When Zinchenko went running with the ball, and I saw him going against Telemans, I promise you, I thought he's gonna try to nutmeg him or do some skill. Because I'm like, this Hayawan is the kind of player who's so cocky in his defensive third. He actually would probably think that he's Messi. He's gonna dribble past elements and initiate a counterattack. So I knew he's gonna try to do something stupid. He actually lost the ball as expected, and obviously Telemans almost scored from it. This guy is a massive liability. People need to stop talking about, oh, look what he gives us on the ball. Big up Martin, but he's coming last stream showing us the stats, the chart of how much more possession we have. It's meaningless. It's all meaningless crap. People, when you see people trying to justify invisible shit that you cannot quantify with stats, that's how you know that you're just overhyping a player for no reason. Liverpool have the same thing with Trent Alexander-Arnold. Why did they keep him? Obviously, this season, I think he's improved defensively. Why did they persevere with Trent Alexander-Arnold over the last 3-4 years? Because what he gives up defensively, he more than makes up for it offensively with actual goals and assists. Not with this imaginary, invisible stuff like he helps us control, he helps us transition, things that people cannot quantify it. I've said this a million times this season, that Zinchenko, for me, I won't judge him that much defensively because I know defensively he's crap. He's not going to suddenly go from being defensively crap to Ashley Cole in a month or two. That's not going to happen. If you don't have the defensive awareness, you just don't have it. It's not going to suddenly pick up. Maybe when he's 35, 36, he's a bit more experienced. Even then, he loses pace and everything else that he has, whatever pace he has. So I always judge him on the offensive stuff he gives us, which has been nothing. It has been nothing.
Zero.
You guys know how much I dislike. I don't dislike Kivior, but I don't rate Kivior as a left back. But when we played Kivior as a left back, we've been killing it with goals anyways. So that proves to you we don't need Zinchenko to play left back. Because when we played a centre back as a left back, we were doing fine and smashing teams. And not just Burnley and Sheffield. Even West Ham were like 7th or 8th. Even Liverpool. Even who else? Newcastle 4-1. So it's all like we were beating crap teams only. So imagine how much better we are if we end up playing someone like Tomiyasu. And before people come with this crap of injury, he's not really fully recovered. What the hell are we saving these players for? It's the last 7 games of the season. I swear, I don't care how harsh this sounds. And people will be like, yo, calm down. If he has to play with a broken leg until he's done and hospitalized, let him do it. Because the fact is we've been paying him so much money and he's barely played 50% of the games that he could have played so far with Arsenal. So what are you saving him for? And it's not like he just came back from injury like a week ago. He's been training for a month. He's come off the bench in, I think, 2 of the last 3 games. So he's not just recently come back to the team. What are you saving him for? If he's the best left back in the team, he should be starting. This is the same logic I have with Partey. Yes, that first cup game he came off the bench, he was shaky. When he started against Luton, he was incredible. He had a really good game. So obviously when he got that start and he got that confidence, and yes, it was against Luton, I get it. But it doesn't matter. It's still a Premier League game and he still needed to get that momentum. That's it. Once he's done now, I would be starting him every single game. If he breaks his leg and gets injured next game, fine. You know what? We were doing fine with Jorginho. Get the hell out. Bring back Jorginho. Because the fact is, Partey is our best player in that position. Partey, Rice, and Odegaard is our best midfield. So it's crazy when people try to justify and say, oh, but Jorginho has done well. Who gives a shit? Julian Alvarez was doing incredible with City. When KDB came back, guess what happened to Alvarez? Go sit on your freaking bench. Because someone better than you has come, even though Alvarez was doing well. Foden has been the player of the season. He played, and everyone knows Foden is a 10. He's not a winger. When he plays as a winger, most of the times his best performances come when he's running through the middle anyways. And even Foden has to play on the wing where he probably is not good. That too on the left wing sometimes, to accommodate KDB, because KDB is the better player. That's how it should work. And on this Havertz, yeah, I've said before, I'm not going to slander Havertz on yesterday's game. I'm going to just say this. I've said before that for me, like, I will give Havertz props for how he's performed since we've come back from Dubai. Has he done well? Yes. But should he be our main striker going forward? No, I don't think so. Should he be a midfielder? Fuck no. He's never performed well there.
In the first half, though. He did very good in the first half.
No. Let me say why he didn't, Hooks. Because people keep saying this. Look at the runs he's made. Look at the runs he's made. These things only count if he finished them.
Nah.
It's amazing for you to make constant runs. You know who else was incredible at positioning and getting into dangerous positions? Olivier Giroud. We still lost the league in 2015, 2016 because he went 15, 16 games in a row without scoring in the Premier League. Even though he had chance after chance after chance. I don't care if he's been making those runs. I don't blame him for the second one because Diego Carlos is quick. I said it at halftime. He caught up with him. The first one, he could have gone more and he could have finished it. And he didn't. So it doesn't matter if he makes these incredible runs in the game if you don't finish them. If he finished the first one, the whole story changes. Because as a striker, fair enough, even though he was a midfielder yesterday, I'll say, let me assume he played as a striker. I will say as a striker, just like Haaland, you might have a shit game, but when you got the chance, you finished it. He hasn't done that. People want to talk about, oh, look at the goals he scored and overhype him. You can give him praise and say he's done well. But the way some people have been overhyping him because freaking Andy Murray went on Twitter and said, oh, one of the best strikers in the league. Are you mad? Andy Murray, go back to tennis because you clearly don't know your football. Chris Wood has scored 4 goals in the last 5 games. Is he a lethal striker now? Mateta has got like 5 goals and 1 assist in the last 9 games before he played Liverpool. Is he a lethal striker now? We cannot overhype these players. The fact is, for 65 million, if we wanted a striker, there were better strikers for the price tag. If we wanted a midfielder, there are better midfielders for the price tag. So no matter what people try to say, we did overspend. This is not me saying he's the reason we lost yesterday. He's not. One sec, Cooks. Let me just land this. He's not the reason we lost yesterday, but he is a problem. He is a problem. Yeah, you could say it's one of the reasons. I think the whole team bottled it. Literally, except for Odegaard, I think the whole team bottled it. But he's the reason why we have struggled. One of the reasons why we struggled in the first half of the season is because he was playing midfield. And we were trying to accommodate him. We know this. As a midfielder, he hasn't had good games. Which is annoying as hell. Anyways, I don't want to dwell on this damn freaking Havertz that long.
Mm-hmm. And one thing about those runs, one thing about those runs real quick. I don't think you should use that as a positive point, Hooks, because that was not positive, bro. Those runs, he popped up really bad, bro.
No, man.
Odegaard and some other players, they passed that ball really great to him. He could have done way better, but he fluffed it himself, bro. Those are not positive points you can use for this discussion. Those are negative points.
I'm not having this, yeah. Do you know why? Because I knew prior to anyone jumping on any stream or jumping in any chat, because we lost, man, we're gonna talk about Havertz in it. So I already knew that was gonna happen.
I'm not.
If he is a part of the problem, then yes.
It's the flow chart. It's the flow chart in it. It's the flow chart of fans.
No, it's not the flow chart. He's part of the problem.
It's the flow chart because look, by the way, yeah, I've seen him miss chances and us win games. Yeah, that's the first thing. Yeah. All of the chances that he missed today weren't super clear cut. They weren't super clear cut chances.
The first one was.
They were.
The first one was.
He was literally 1-on-1 with the keeper 3 times.
He was on the angle that he was at. He could only.
That means fuck all, bro. That means fuck all.
Right. I've seen. So
let me make excuses for Haaland's performance then yesterday.
Guys, one sec. Let me finish my points because I wasn't even done, guys. One sec, guys.
Yeah, go ahead, Ashraf.
We'll come back to the Havertz thing. Let me just finish my other points.
We'll do a roundup.
Now people keep saying this is what's driving me really annoyed. Like, this is what's pissing me off that I've seen on Twitter and everywhere. Oh, City can drop points. You're still in the league. You're still in the title race. Why are you giving up yet? Oh, why are you spreading this negativity and all this crap? First of all, what we say in social media should not affect what happens on the pitch, right? The fans leaving in the 83rd minute, I agree with Hooks there. That's an embarrassment, right? That we went 1-0 down. We had 7 minutes to go, plus obviously 7 minutes stoppage time that was given. So 14 minutes. Yes, it looked like we're not going to score, but that's not the point. When you have 14 minutes left at home and you're 1-0 down, you don't fucking leave the pitch. You don't fucking leave the stadium when there's still a chance we can come back. It's all crazy to imagine that. We were playing like shit against Southampton last season, and we still came back and scored 2 goals in the last few minutes. Yes, Aston Villa is better, but that's not the point. People leaving that early, I think that's insane. But what we say on social media when we're coming and criticizing the team should not affect these players. I know Hookswitch is saying that, oh, these players could see social media. They're obviously seeing Saj Channel and AFTV and the Football Terrace and all these things. Bruh, if you're a football player getting paid hundreds and thousands a week and you let a little video affect you like a little bitch, that's your problem. Then you're on the wrong field. So people saying, oh, but City can drop points, isn't that? Yes, City can drop points, but so can Arsenal. When I did that prediction thing with Saad, I predicted we're going to drop points to Spurs and United, and I still had us winning the league. Why? Because I knew, okay, City will probably drop points here and there. We will also drop points here and there, and that's fine. If City somehow do not drop points anywhere and win every single game, that's okay. The issue is we're losing at home to freaking Villa. If you drop points away to United or away to Spurs, that's not a big shock. That happens. Other bigger teams like City, like Liverpool, have dropped points to these teams. But when you drop points at home to Villa, that's an embarrassment. This Villa team was knocked out by freaking Chelsea of the FA Cup. This Villa team lost home and away to freaking United. This Villa team just 2-3 weeks ago got smashed 4-0 by Tottenham at their ground at the Villa Park. The same Villa team played against our rivals last week and lost to City 4-1. This Villa team started the season, got smashed by Newcastle 5-1, smashed by Liverpool 3-0. And people are quick to say, oh, look at Villa, look at where they are in the table. But they haven't been great against the big teams, except against Arsenal somehow. Somehow they've stopped us from scoring a single goal over 2 games. It hasn't happened to any team. Even Brighton that got walloped 6-1 by Aston Villa still scored a goal. And somehow we've struggled to score a goal against these guys over 2 games, that too at the Emirates. It's crazy. People don't say, oh, City. Of course, City are favorite star because historically, business end of season, when City go on top, they don't let it go. They don't let it go at all. The only times I can see City dropping points in this run-in is if we play first and we drop points first. Then City might drop points because, even if they drop points, they're still on top. If City win, by the way, let me tell you this, yeah? Part of me prefers City winning every single game from here till the end of the season because it's the freaking hope that kills you. Imagine City draw their next game and we win. We go top of the league and we bottle it again after that. We lose at home to Chelsea, for example. Imagine how embarrassing that is. Like, honestly, it's the freaking hope that kills you. Might as well stay second till the second last game of the season. Hope City drop points in game week 37 and then we go against Everton at home and hope we win that and we win the league.
But if this
that's
is
the only
case,
freaking way.
Ashraf, if this is the case, Ashraf, why wouldn't we change stuff then? Why should we keep the same? Why should we keep everything the same if that specifically happens? What you say?
Okay, so T, I don't know what you're referring by change because if you're referring by manager change, I'm coming to that. For me, okay, let's bring that up next. Yeah, with Arteta, I've made my stance before on this, and I'll make it clear again. I'm not Arteta out yet because my principle with any manager is that as long as the manager's progressing us, I'm happy to back that manager. If, let's say, the season we get knocked out by Bayern Munich in the quarterfinals, is that progression in Europe compared to what we did last season? Yes, it is. If we lose to City by 2 points this season, is that progression from what we did last season? Yes, it is. So I'll back him then. I don't mind. However, I don't understand the idiotic argument some others make when they say, no, but even if we go by 10 points, or even if he regresses as one season, we should still stick with him. That makes no sense. Stop asking questions like, who's available? That's the most idiotic question you can ask. First of all, we're not paid millions to go and find out what managers are available. Secondly, imagine if every football club had that same mentality. Imagine if Mourinho was never sacked in 2007, right? Because he won his club back-to-back leagues, Chelsea, right? And won them the FA Cup and the League Cup. Imagine if they didn't sack him that season, they wouldn't have got to the Champions League final, right? With Avram Grant. Imagine if Barcelona never sacked Rijkaard, who won them a Champions League and multiple leagues, right? Imagine if they didn't sack him in 2008, right? One of their best managers. They wouldn't have got Pep Guardiola, who went on to achieve history with them. Imagine if Chelsea, when they rehired Mourinho, right, and won the league in 2015, imagine if they said, we're not going to sack him after that Leicester disaster season. Oh, you know what, Mourinho, he's won us 3 Premier League titles and FA Cups and this and that. You know what, let's just stick with him. They wouldn't have got Conte, who won them the league in his first season. Imagine if City did not sack Mancini, who won them their first ever league, right? Or second, I don't know if it was the first league or not, in 2012, that historic league season. Imagine if they didn't sack him and get Pellegrini. They wouldn't have won the league in 2013, 2014. Imagine if Real Madrid didn't sack the great, legendary Ancelotti, who won them their first Champions League in 2014 since 12 years. La Decima, the one they still talk about right now. They wouldn't have had Zidane, who won them back-to-back Champions Leagues. Imagine if Bayern Munich, who were having a disastrous season in 2019-2020, imagine if they didn't sack Niko Kovac. They wouldn't have got Hansi Flick, who ended up winning the treble for them that same season. So stop asking these weird...
Sextuple, sorry.
Yeah, they did that season.
Sextuple.
So stop saying dumb shit like, if we sack Arteta, who's available? These teams didn't ask that question. It's not like people stopped applying for football coach license. There are so many managers out there. And when we throw names like Xabi Alonso, look what he's done with Bayer Leverkusen. Yeah, but it's the Bundesliga. Oh, Xavi last season took a shit Barcelona team that was financially ruined and won the league with them. And this season, he could reach Champions League final. Yeah, but it's La Liga, though. Like, come on, really? La Liga.
You know what's funny, Ashraf? You know what's funny?
People keep coming up with excuses every single time.
I said the exact same
done,
thing,
guys.
yeah?
So you guys can go ahead now.
No. You can continue. But I said the exact same thing, and you know what the answer was I got? That's not the Arsenal way. That's not what we do at Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? Blah blah blah. Yeah, we don't like winning at Arsenal. We are allergic. We are allergic to winning at Arsenal. It's crazy, bro. Allah, it's crazy.
You know what it is, yeah? When you
lie,
say
yeah.
away, it's not in our it's not in our DNA, it's not in our blood to just keep on sacking managers until we find one manager that will win us something in the first season, and then we go another season, didn't win nothing, and then we didn't win anything, so let's sack this manager and get a new manager because we didn't win anything, and then we get someone else, and then we win something, and then then we don't win something.
5 years winning nothing. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Was that the manager? Like, it's just not in the DNA of Arsenal. Like, nobody can give me an example of any time in history where Arsenal have done that.
We've did it, but it's really far back, and I CBA to look it up. But we have done it before. We have done it before. Yes.
From when all of us have been alive, 100%, we have not done it, because the only manager that we got rid of early was Bruce Rioch, and that's because we brought in Wenger.
But why do you back Arteta this much? What has Arteta done to you apart from listen to this? What has Arteta done for you apart from playing at Arsenal, winning an FA Cup, being the captain at Arsenal, okay, a subpar captain, okay? What has he done for this club for you to get his backing like this? He is not Thierry Henry. He is not Dennis Bergkamp, bro.
He's brought us back to challenging again. We're now competing for titles.
Oh yeah, challenging without winning anything.
You know how long I had to go without competing and not winning Premier League or anything. Like,
Hooks, but I'll also say
participation
that
FC,
you say it's not
FC.
No, but you say it's not in our DNA, right? But the fact is, if you look at it from the 1930s, except for the 1960s, we have won a league in every decade. So when you obviously up until the 2004 one. So when you say it's not in our DNA, we've been winning league titles in almost every decade. So maybe we've kept managers for long. The fact that we haven't won a league title now in 2 decades, I think that should kind of tell you that maybe we need to change things now.
Maybe.
We have to.
Maybe, but we kind of did it with Emery. We got rid of Emery real fast, but now everybody seems to be complaining and wants Emery back because for some weird reason. But
that's not what we said. That's not what we said. That's not what we said. You are putting words in our mouth. That's not what we said.
Get
your facts straight. Get your facts straight, bro. That's not what we said.
I'm not speaking about you guys specifically. I'm speaking about fans in the fan base. So let's stop being insecure, because I'm not saying it for anyone in here. I'm speaking about.
Folks, I agree. I've seen people say it. However, one thing they do, I don't agree with them. By the way, I think Emery should have been sacked. But you're being disingenuous because you're not saying their whole point. Because what they're saying though is, while I don't agree with them, because I still wanted Emery to be sacked anyways, what they're saying though is that Emery was not backed the way Arteta was backed. And that's a fact, because he was given a year and a half and he wasn't given nearly enough money as compared to what Arteta was given. So in that regards, you have to say their whole argument. If they're only saying, oh, why did we sack Emery? That's a stupid argument. Yeah, but if they're saying Emery wasn't backed, that's true though.
He wasn't okay,
and I agree, Ashraf. But you know what pisses me off the most? that these fans have the audacity to put Arteta in this pedestal and to trash talk Emery like he's some kind of bum. Bro, he's the guy
Yeah,
that won the
that is a
Europa
bit
League
too much.
the
Yeah.
most, bro. Bro, be like him first before you move on to winning bigger and better things. You know what I'm saying? At least this guy wins stuff. What has Arteta done in his career to deserve this kind of praise and to put it in that kind of pedestal, bro? Nothing. He
I,
won an FA Cup with Emery's team, bro. That's what he did.
Yeah, but Emery couldn't win it with Emery's team, so that's a redundant point. I hate when people bring up that point because it doesn't matter who got the team.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
That
Okay.
part
Let me
that
say
part
this
I
then.
agree with. I agree with
He,
Hooks on
he,
that.
okay, let me say this then. He won it with players like Aubameyang that he didn't rate. He won it with players like Pepe that he didn't rate. Okay, let's talk about the players then, not about Emery's team. But he didn't rate these players, yet they won him the FA Cup. Huh?
no, he
What
got to
about
choose.
that then?
He coached them to win the FA Cup.
Oh, amazing, amazing.
Yeah, he did. He did. He did. That's
And
fair.
what did he done
He
ever
did.
since? What has he done ever since?
Yeah.
But this
What
is
has he
the
done
thing.
ever since?
This is what
Ever since he, ever
but
since
it's,
he
So,
bought
Hooks,
his players.
can I
No,
ask
no,
you a
no.
question?
Ever since
Because
he
I know
bought
where
his
T.
players.
but this is the thing, yeah. This
No,
is this is
no, no. Ever since he bought his players and he put his philosophy into this team, we haven't won jack shit. And
but
that's
we
a
have
fact.
been in 2 title challenges.
Oh,
But you have
nice.
Fair.
Participation
you have
FC.
look,
Participation FC.
but you have to
One sec. T.
you have
Hooks,
you
I want
have
to ask you this question because
you have
I
to
know
be able
I
to
know where.
challenge
Wallahi.
before you
Why
do
Yeah,
can't
this.
why can't you be in a title race with an FA Cup then? Why
What?
can't you be in a
Hooks,
title race with a League Cup, bro? At least you win something then. You give these young players the taste of winning at least before you do these kinds of things.
Yeah, but we're in the
But this
title
guy's not
challenge
doing
and
that,
we're
bro.
also in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Hello?
Hooks, question, Hooks. So I know where T is with Arteta. I know where Saad is as well because I think Saad is like me. As long as he's progressing us, I think Saad also has the
Yeah,
back.
I'm Arteta in, by the way, guys. Just for everybody who's thinking,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
Arteta
yeah.
in. He needs to progress us, of course, but I'm Arteta in.
So my question to you, Hooks, and by the way, T actually makes a good point because title charge is amazing, but he should have won cups as well on the way, especially the FA Cup. This season, the way we choked it to Liverpool. Last season to Nottingham Forest or the season before that? I can't remember. Anyways,
It was last season.
so
but
my question to you.
in Liverpool that early on is unlucky because that's when they was actually in really good form as well, and they were
No,
really
but that doesn't matter because Liverpool played like shit that game. No,
they
but
Bro,
played
Hooks,
like
that doesn't matter.
Bradley Spears
I'm just
game.
saying
they
It
played
doesn't
like
matter
Conor
shit,
because
Bradley
Liverpool.
bro.
Spears game.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying, innit?
Liverpool
saying.
played like shit that game, and they didn't have their main players. We destroyed them in possession and play and everything. We just couldn't finish. But my question to you, Hooks, is what is your cutoff? Because I've told people what my cutoff for Arteta is.
I've
It's
already
definitely not
explained,
season.
I've already explained what my cutoff is.
Yeah, what is it? I don't remember.
There's a world where I could want Arteta gone this season. Like I've already explained my cutoff. Like
Which is
if we capitulate and from this point, if we capitulate and we go out to Bayern and we lose like next 4 games, draw 2, maybe win 1, and we capitulate, then I'll be like, you know what? This is like the 3rd time in a row that I've seen this happen. Maybe it's time to go. This is my. See, I'm not
that's
as
fair. That's fair.
I'm not actually as diehard for Arteta as everyone thinks. I just apply
Yeah.
context to Arteta, and I think it is insanely wild, yeah, to expect a guy that has only been a manager at Arsenal, only been a manager at Arsenal, to have won bare things already. When only being a manager at Arsenal, he's taken Arsenal from the mud.
Only is 5 years, by the way, Chad.
In the mud, yeah, to challenging.
Half a decade is only.
Challenging for the Prem twice in a row. But what Arsenal fans like to do, yeah, is they like to attribute all of the past to Arteta. That's what they like to do.
Okay, can I apply this logic to you then? Can I apply this logic to you?
All of the
I'm gonna apply your logic to you, yeah? Okay. Xabi Alonso, who has only been at Leverkusen for 18 months, has beaten the most dominant side one of the leagues have ever seen. Okay, 11 straight championships. Yeah, you can turn away. You can turn away. But that team, no. Listen, you're gonna listen. You're gonna listen. That team was more dominant. That team was more dominant at the Bundesliga than Manchester City is at the Premier League. Okay, he picked a 15th place side when they were 15th. He went there. 18 months later, he is champions with them while being unbeaten in all comps. You
Does he do that
cannot
at
make
Arsenal?
this excuse.
Does he do that at
Xavi, okay, Xavi that people want
Does he
sacked
do that at
has
Arsenal?
won the league in his first year at Barcelona.
Does he do it at
Okay.
Arsenal?
Second.
Oh, pardon, second year. Okay.
Yeah.
Does he do it at Arsenal?
Both of these managers who are supposed to be novices and
None
never
of it
have
matters.
coached before, you know what I'm saying? Come to
But
these
does he do it at
clubs.
Arsenal?
No. Do not, bro. Stop interrupting me, bro. You're
Does
just
he do it at
annoying.
Arsenal?
You're just annoying. You're just annoying. I'm not listening to you. You need to listen to this information first before you react to it.
I've heard all
Because
of it
this is
already.
the context. 5 years is different than 18 months. Okay, 2 years. This is his 5th year. He spent way more money than them. Do you know how much money Xabi Alonso spent? Around 30 million, 40 million in these last 18 months. That's how much he spent. And yet he beat a Bayern München side who has been dominant for 11 goddamn years, bro. What are we talking
And
about?
Hooks, the point of what he's saying is that I hear what you're saying. Does Xabi Alonso would Xabi Alonso do it at Arsenal? Would Xabi do it at Arsenal?
But this is what I want to know. Does Xabi Alonso or Xavi come into Arsenal the same point at which Arteta did and win the league in the same amount of time that they have in their leagues? That's all I need to know.
Maybe you don't know. Yeah, maybe you don't know that.
No, they do not.
Well,
You know why they
if
don't?
you ask me,
You know why
if
they
you
don't?
give
Why?
Xabi Alonso,
What?
if you give
You know
Xabi
why they don't?
Alonso,
You know why they
okay,
don't?
if
You know why
Xabi
they don't?
Guys,
Alonso
can we let Hooks go because
Yeah,
he's
you
trying
know
to
what I
say
mean?
something and
Go
he's
ahead.
just
Yeah,
being
why,
shouted
Hooks?
over. Yeah,
go
Do you know,
ahead.
do you
let's
know why
let
they
him go.
don't? Because they don't only have to compete with one other team. It's just that simple. It's
Oh,
actually
we
just that.
did last year.
It's actually just that simple. It's actually just that simple.
Yeah.
We did
Like,
last year.
No. I'm talking about quality in the league. So you've got Arsenal, you've got Man City, you've got Liverpool, you've got Chelsea. Even though they're in the mud, they got a good team. At least when Arteta came, they had a
Okay,
good team.
Hooks, fine. Amazing. Let me flip it to
Man
you now.
United,
The same question.
at Tottenham.
Hooks, same question to you. The same question to you. Yeah, the same exact question. Does Arteta do with Bayer Leverkusen what Xabi did?
Not unbeaten, but he hasn't done it yet.
Never
I
in a million years.
That's-
think Xavi could win the league. I think Arteta could go to Bundesliga and win the league.
No. Does he do what Xabi Alonso did? You cannot say not
He hasn't
unbeaten.
gone
because Xabi-
unbeaten yet. He hasn't gone unbeaten yet in the league because the league's not finished.
No. So up until game week 29, does Arteta take on Bayer Leverkusen and win the league this comfortably, unbeaten so far? Until game
I
29.
don't know this comfortably because this is an anomaly. This is an anomaly. Let's remember
An anomaly that was done by Xabi Alonso. What do you
anomaly.
mean?
But I think Arteta could easily go into the Bundesliga and win the league.
No.
With a team like Leverkusen that was
Easily,
15th.
Bro,
Hooks,
easily.
the team, couple of things. The team was 15th last season. They weren't 4th or 3rd or 2nd. That's one. Secondly, you keep saying this thing about, yeah, but you guys are putting this pressure on Arteta when he's a new manager. In a team like Arsenal, why should we give someone like Arteta
That's a
that
big
kind
part,
of leisure?
But that's a big part of it as well, right? Because Xabi Alonso went into a team where there's no pressure because Bayer Leverkusen have never won anything ever. They don't have a history.
Question: Why did we sign Arteta then? Why did we sign Arteta if we had no experience? Why did we sign him?
I don't know. I didn't want him. I didn't want him. He wasn't my choice.
Then you can't be mad at fans. You can't be mad at fans for saying we shouldn't stay with him.
No. I'm not mad. Need I remind you? I said there's a scenario where I could get him gone this season. But what I'm annoyed about and what annoys me is when people remove all of the context around Arteta. Bro, I'm sorry, yeah. If everyone put their hands on their heart, yeah, they can all say, even if we didn't win anything this year, everyone can put their hand on their heart and put their hand on their heart and say, I've at least enjoyed watching Arsenal being able to compete for the league again because we haven't done that in a very long time. We haven't done it in a very long time. You get. Do you know what? The reason why you're so angry is because
we did it last season.
Close. Under who?
Yeah, okay, but then so what?
What I'm saying, the reason why you're so angry is because you know that we are so close. You don't get this angry if you're not this close. So people need to remember, why are we this close? Why are we this close?
But Hooks, under Tottenham, Tottenham under Pochettino
No, you know why
were
I'm mad,
also
bro?
this close. Liverpool under Brendan Rodgers were also this close, and it didn't work out. By the way, this is me
Exactly.
saying I'm Arteta
Exactly.
in for the season, so I'm not like Arteta like out or something like that. I'm just trying to explain that
What
you
we
are saying, oh, because so basically, what is not you, but this is the message that you're giving, maybe indirectly, that because Arteta took us from here to here, we owe him. We don't owe him shit because the fact is, what
I'm
you're
not.
saying is true. Arteta, one sec. Arteta is true. He has taken us close, and I agree with you that we seem closer than ever to winning a league title. But it could also be the other scenario, like Brendan Rodgers and like Pochettino, right?
could.
Where you're actually just building all the way up to here, and this is your ceiling. You can't go to the next level. It could be that. I'm hoping it's not the case because I'm still backing him for next season as well. But I'm saying you can't rule out the fact that the other scenario could also happen. So when T or any Arteta out fan or Arsenal fan that wants Arteta out is saying that this is not the manager for us, you have to understand why they're saying that. Because there's a lot of evidence backing their claim that this might not be the guy who can take us to that last level. That's it.
But there's no evidence that there's anybody that can come in and take us to that last level.
There is. I gave you examples.
No. There is no evidence that any manager in the world comes to Arsenal and wins us a title within their first season. There is no evidence. So whoever comes
Not
in,
first season.
so whoever comes in, we're gonna have to accept that. Do you know what? Maybe another anomaly happens, but if we're being logical, we're gonna have to accept that. Put T back in, by the way. That they're not gonna win us the league, which means we're gonna go another season without winning the league. But the thing is, depending on the manager of which you bring in, because obviously we would all like someone who similar philosophy to Arteta, but we don't know that's who we'll go for. So we could go for someone completely opposite. Then do you know what that means? Gonna have to change.
I agree, but
which means
what about Hooks?
which means
What
you
about
then
all the other examples I gave you? Yeah, but Hooks, what about all the other examples I gave you of teams that sacked legendary managers they had? Niko Kovac is not legendary, but the other ones are all legendary managers, and they still went on to succeed from the first season or the second season. So
what,
you're
No,
refusing
but
to.
Ashraf, there are no more managers
No,
left.
no.
Okay, we are in a manager crisis. There are no more managers
Yeah.
left in the world, bro. Only Arteta.
No, but
We just need to be patient and be shit. You know what I'm saying? Just be the bridesmaid,
Hooks.
just like how Liverpool was. You know what I'm saying? Just be patient, bro. One day, inshallah, it will
No, but
happen,
that's
bro. Wallah, this is
that's the
this is
thing.
the craziest mentality ever, bro. Wallahi.
That's the thing. That's the thing. I gave examples of Chelsea with Mourinho. I give examples from 2007 all the way till now. So I didn't pick a specific era because some people will say, yeah, that's a different era. Things are different. I literally gave examples all the way from 2007 up to 2020. So it's not distant away. It's been practiced and done by many, many teams. And I didn't even give you examples of Pep taking over Pellegrini or Klopp taking over Rodgers because these are obviously better managers. So naturally, they were supposed to do better. But I give you examples of teams letting go of incredible managers, right? Or very good managers, and getting another manager that was not yet proven there, and they went on to kill it. They went on to kill it there. This is why I didn't talk to you about Carlo Ancelotti. Carlo Ancelotti came to Chelsea and won the double in his first season. I didn't use him as an example because Carlo Ancelotti is a big name. There's a difference. But when Mourinho came to Chelsea, when Mourinho got sacked by Chelsea, nobody knew who the hell Avram Grant is. He still took them to a Champions League final, right? When they sacked Mourinho in 2016, yes, people knew who Conte was because he won back-to-back leagues with the Serie A. But those are the same people who, like, a lot of people are saying the Serie A is not the same as the Premier League. And nobody, including their mother, had Conte and Mourinho in the same level. So everyone was thinking that this is a downgrade, and yet they went on to win the league. Same with Rijkaard and Guardiola.
The nail on the coffin, bro. Who was Arteta before he joined Arsenal as a coach?
He was an
he was an assistant manager.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's not act like there is nothing out there, bro. Well, you know what I'm saying?
If I just come in here quickly because I think I need to say some stuff. Listen, I think if you look at Arteta, I don't really want to have the whole Arteta convo, but I guess since we're here and we might as well just get this over and done with. For me, it's always been the same. Arteta, if he gets us, if he keeps on improving and keeps on uh progressing, sorry, that's the word I was looking for. If he keeps on progressing, for me, he stays this season. If he progresses, if he gets us in, let's say, for instance, now, let me put this scenario out to you. We go into the final day, 2 points behind Manchester City, and we go to the semi-finals of the Champions. To be honest, he got to the quarters, so I think he's already there. To be honest, I think he's already there in regards to Europe. Yeah, let's say he goes to the last day and he's 2 points behind Manchester City. We don't win the league and we don't win the champs. Yeah, I'm not gonna shout for his head. I'm not. I'm gonna give him the next season because he's actually progressed. He's actually got us through the competition at hard times, and it's the Champions League, which is not as hard as it was just much harder than the Europa League. And manages to get us there. You know what I mean? Um, I can understand that certain people are not happy with the manager. They're just like, get this guy out, get this guy out, get this guy out. But I don't think our problems stop with the manager going and leaving and us getting another manager in. I think this team has a mentality problem. I think the mentality in this team is just gone. I think the mentality just isn't there to stay and stick with it for a whole season. Just there. You know what I mean? On job for the whole season. The mentality is just not there from these players. These players are for three years in a row now. When it always comes to the final hurdle, they've buckled. And there's a few of these players. Last year, they buckled. This year, there's been we've not technically buckled yet because it's still salvageable. If we go and win all of our games and City drop points, then we can win the league, of course. But the likelihood of that happening is slim. When it comes to the mentality of this team, I now need to see what they do against Bayern for me to see if this team is truly changed, if the mentality is improved, or whether this is the same team. Lose against Aston Villa, then lose against Bayern, then lose against Wolves. I can see it already. I can see it coming already. And I'll be real with you. Listen, Arteta right now, he's brought us back to winning trophies. To winning trophies. I wish. He's brought us back to challenging for titles. We're challenging against Manchester City. And I'll be real. I think it's good what he's done. But there's a certain level. It gets to a certain level where you're like, okay, we need to win now. You can't just be this novice manager. We can't keep on going and going and going for it and going for it and not getting it. Do you know what I mean? You can't keep being the chaser. Sometimes you have to take what you're chasing, bro. You have to win. You have to feel what winning feels like. This team needs to feel what winning feels like. So I understand it from the Arteta outers. I can understand, but I also understand from the Arteta inners, like the ones that say we're not entitled to a trophy. You know what I mean? We are not just supposed to have a trophy. Do you know what I mean? Just because we're Arsenal, we're this big. I'll be real. If you actually look at how teams win the trophies, bro, it takes hard work, it takes dedication, it takes going until the final day at times to win that trophy. Do you know what I'm saying? And certain fans, I'm not saying UT, but certain fans think that we deserve to have a trophy. If we bring someone in, automatically it changes and bang, we get a trophy. We bring in one manager, we get a trophy. And it's just gonna happen like that. I don't think it's gonna be that easy because I do think we're gonna have to either bring somebody in who's playing the similar style of football that we play. If not, we're gonna have to give that manager 1 year to get his style of play implemented into this squad before we expect them to win. But yeah, listen, I just at the moment, I'm not even gonna get into this whole managerial conversation of are we getting rid of Arteta. Right now, we have 6 games left. We have the Champions League games left, and or Champions League game left. Hopefully we can win that and get on our way to the semi-final.
Now, brother, we got games left, man. Come on, man, get that positive energies out there, man.
But listen,
To be fair, as well, my aim was more directed at this game and not as a whole. But because I got pissed off while I was talking about it, I got into that whole Arteta out conversation. But my aim was solely on this specific game and the way we stagnate sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because even players like Rice look bad in the last few games because he has been overplayed, in my opinion. As well, because we don't speak about these things about Rice being overplayed. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think he looked as good in the last few games as well. And I just think that the current system and the players that we trust instead of players that we could trust, like Partey, like Tomiyasu, are just not the right picks right now. And the way we played against Bayern was a mistake. We played better. Against Aston Villa, we should have scored in the first half. We should have at least scored a few in the first half. So the players let Arteta down as well. But for me, the blame on this specific game is just Arteta, bro, because of the fact that you know that some things don't work, but you just force it. And that's the thing we just don't need at the crunch time. It's like Hook said, even your favorite players should be afraid to get dropped right now, because this is crunch time. Only the players that perform deserve to play. You know what I'm saying? For example, Jesus at the striker. No need. Just let Havertz play, because Havertz works there right now. No need to put him out.
That's the weird thing. That's actually the weird thing, because he could have actually just played. For example, it didn't even need to be Partey. He could have actually just played Havertz up top and played Emil Smith Rowe where he played Havertz, and it would have just been probably won the game. Like,
guys, we need to move on from Smith Rowe. He's done. Halas. Like,
no. But what I mean is
I think he got done dirty, Ashraf. To be honest,
that could have played in the midfield to allow Havertz to still play up top. This is what I'm saying. Like, it didn't have to be drop Havertz into the midfield. Like, there's players there that could have played. Do you know what I mean? And it probably would have been better. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, that's what I'm
exactly.
trying to get.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm pretty sure all three of you are gonna disagree with me. I still think Jesus overall is a better striker than Havertz. I still think that. By the way, that first half, he created our only good chance. Well, we had two actually. Saka also had a good chance and he missed it. He created our best chance when Trossard missed that sitter. Although I still say that Martinez made an incredible save. Yes, Havertz scored like 8 goals or something like that, or 7 goals since he came back from Dubai. But I feel if Jesus was playing as a starting striker, playing 90 minutes every single one of those games, I think he would have got something similar as well. Last season, he scored 11 goals despite missing 3 months, right? And obviously got like 5 or 6 assists. I still think Jesus is a better striker. The only thing Jesus doesn't have over Havertz is the aerial threat. Everything else, finishing, both of them are, for me, equally abysmal. I think last season, they were first and second for worst conversion rate in the league. I don't know how it is this season, to be fair. I think Jesus is a better dribbler. He's a better creator. Neither one of them is blindingly quick. I think Jesus just brings out more of Saka and Martinelli as well. I don't know, man. It's literally a mid-off battle.
It's not only this game, Ashraf. I'm just speaking as a whole. Apart from Champions League, Jesus has been poor this whole season, man. And I think Havertz performing at the striker and scoring those crucial goals, because let's be real, it's not about the volume for Havertz right now. It's about the type of goal that he scored for us, the winning goals that he scored. Havertz alone got 9 points for us this season. You know what I'm saying? And because of those crucial goals, I don't think Jesus is that type of guy that does those things. And especially
but
this season.
outside the headers, can you think of any goal Havertz scored that you think Jesus cannot score that? The aerial threats, I'll give it to you. The
Brother, he
Brentford
doesn't
header.
score. He doesn't score,
he
Ash.
can't
What we
score them.
doing, bro?
Havertz
Ash,
doesn't score
Ash,
either. What are we doing,
Ash.
bro?
No,
Havertz
but
doesn't score
Ash,
either.
but Ash.
Outside
With
headers.
all due respect, I can't lie. Jesus, yeah, has the worst conversion rate. The worst conversion rate in the Premier League for players who have had 50 plus shots. You know that? That's an actual stat. He's the worst in the whole Premier League for
This
players that have
season.
had,
This season, you
yes,
mean?
yes, this season. For players that
Mm.
have had 50 shots or more. He's the worst in and that's
Mhm.
Yeah, but Sad, I can argue.
that's going against
Ashraf.
players from hold on, that's going
Yeah,
against players from Sheffield, that's going against players from Burnley, that's going against bro, this is worrying times. If
Very
this is who
worried.
we're
Yeah,
depending
I
on.
agree, but I'm saying,
Ashraf, just to add one thing.
Havertz is in a similar level, though.
Yeah, but just to add one thing, Ashraf. I know I can be
Mm.
pissed off sometimes and talk emotionally about these situations, but that anger comes from some place. And my anger when I call Jesus the biggest waste of money because this guy was 50 M's, bro. 50 M's for a striker that cannot
Holland was
score,
50
bro.
M's.
And
But
Havertz
know-
was 65.
And he's scoring.
Yes, but I'm
He's-
not saying that 65
He's
million
not
was worth.
scoring enough.
Yes,
but he's
yes,
helping us
listen.
in games, brother.
Bro,
That's what
he
we're
wasn't
saying.
bought as a
How?
striker.
How?
He wasn't bought as a striker.
As a striker this season, Arteta has gotten a tune out of this guy, and he's actually been one of our best players on the pitch in multiple games. Not one game, flash in the pan, in multiple games. When he
Name
plays
me,
at striker.
except for the Brighton
Mhm.
game, name me one other game where he was the best player. Except for the Brighton game. Brighton game, I'll give it to you. He was amazing that game. Outside that, none. Even the Brentford game.
I'd say Liverpool at home.
Yep.
No, he was. What do you mean? Liverpool at home, he set a record for the most lost duels ever in the Premier League this season. He lost 18 duels, which is a record
Here we
this
go.
season. People
we
talk
go,
about the
here we
first
go,
goal.
here
People,
we go.
one sec. Because you guys are coming with feelings, I'm coming with facts.
You have to look
You
with
just
the eyes,
brought,
bro. Not just
you
read.
just
No,
brought me
this is
facts
not
about
feelings,
Jesus.
man.
The Havertz thing is a true fact. He lost 18 duels that game. The only thing people will praise him for is he got Konate sent off. Fair enough. That was good. He went past Konate twice when he got him sent off. That was also stupid from Konate. If that happened to our defender, we wouldn't be praising the strike of the other team. We would be saying our defender screwed up. There's a difference. He had a one-on-one chance against Allison and he blundered it. Luckily for us, Saka scored the rebound. This is what I'm saying when you guys... This is exact... And I'm telling you this because this is deja vu. People did the exact same thing 7 years ago with Giroud, justifying performance after performance after. Yeah, but look at this goal that he scored. Look at the scorpion kick he's done. Look at the way he holds the ball.
Wait. The problem with Giroud at Arsenal though is we played him as a lone striker. That's not his strength.
That's not the problem.
Okay, but Ashraf, for me as well, just to give context, you don't have to defend Havertz against me, bro. You know, I am not that guy.
Yeah,
You
I
know
know.
what I'm saying? And I will never in my life will justify that 65 million. Never in a million years I would do that. Okay, that's still a lot of money. But if we look at this season and the amount of games left, there are 6 games left, and it is a fact that Havertz at striker, when he wasn't bought as a striker, and Jesus was, because Jesus was bought as a number 9 because he couldn't play number 9 at City, so we bought him for us to play at the number 9 because he really wanted that. And Havertz was technically bought as a midfielder, but he was shit as a midfielder, so we had to play him as a striker. And what happened? He produced some numbers for us, some game-winning goals as well. And those are the things that we, as a whole, missed from Jesus this season. I am not saying that Havertz is a better player. I'm not saying that Havertz does anything better. I'm just saying the output that we got from Havertz this season has been better than Jesus. And one thing, and the last thing about this, the only thing I never stress about with Havertz, and I always did with Jesus, is Jesus going to play? Because I never think about, is Havertz going to play? Because that guy is always available and never injured. Jesus, it's a hit and miss. When is he going to be injured? When is he going to be available? That consistency,
The injury thing, I'll give it to
that
you because
Havertz showed with the output, I think, just is better than Jesus this season. I'm not saying he's a better player.
T, I'll
That's the
give
only
you
thing.
injuries because availability is one of the best abilities. So I don't mind that, right?
Mhm.
But people talk about, oh, look, he's gotten some numbers and stuff. The reason Havertz has got numbers is because he had chance to build that momentum. He had chance to build that momentum by starting even when he was flopping as a midfielder. And even some games when he played as a striker and he flopped, he still was building momentum. He kept playing again and again and again. Eventually, some games he even came off the bench, scored, which is exactly what we always do he could do. When he built that momentum, which is why it's easier to carry that on. Jesus had momentum. When he started with us the season last year, right? He scored in his first 5 games, right? Or first 4 games. I can't remember. He had 5 goals in 5 games, something like that. So he had that momentum as well. Jesus never had that momentum as a striker. I don't think he's played more than 3 games as a striker in a row this season because a lot of times we shoved him either to the right or to the left, right? And some games we started him as a striker and he scored, and some games he didn't. But I'm just saying, like, by the way, I'm not discrediting what Havertz has done. I'm just saying there's not much difference between them and Jesus. I feel we get more from Jesus because, see, MDL, for example, saying Sheffield, Luton, Brighton, City. Outside the Brighton game, there's not much he did against City, Luton, or Sheffield. If you tell me he scored or he did this, fair enough. I'll say, okay, just like Haaland, you scored and that's your job done. Okay, that's fine. But he doesn't do that much more. He doesn't contribute that much more
I don't know.
on the ball in the way we set up and stuff.
He contributes a lot to the defensive side of the game. He tracks back a lot, even in the game that we lost to
Bro.
Aston Villa. Like
I disagree.
He's all over the pitch. He's all
No,
over.
I
Okay,
disagree.
But okay,
I
fine.
don't.
By
I
that logic,
never,
let's
I
get
never
Sean
seen Rennie
Longstaff.
track back.
Let's get Longstaff from Newcastle and let him run and track back and do all that stuff. It's fine because if we need a body who can just run, there are so many other players who could do that as well. Soboslai does that like crazy for Liverpool. He still gets criticized. That's. I'll tell you this, yeah. For me, when you're getting paid, you know what? Forget what he's getting paid. Screw it. Let's say he's getting paid peanuts. If you are an attacker at Arsenal, I'm judging you first by what you do on the ball. Not just score, unless you're scoring in astronomical numbers like Haaland, then I don't give a shit about anything else in the game. If you score and you do nothing else in the game, I'm fine. But if you're not scoring like Haaland and nobody else can score like Haaland except Haaland, right? Then as an attacker, I'm judging you on what you do on the ball across the board. Your ball control, your passing, the way you link up play, how many chances you create, how many chances you set up for others, and all that kind of stuff. He is lackluster. He is average in almost every one of these departments. Even in terms of goal scoring, if you want to say, yeah, but he scored 7 goals. I give you guys numbers of Chris Wood and Mateta who play for way worse teams, and their numbers are decent. Mateta has 5 goals and 1 assist in 9 games before he played Liverpool. Chris Wood has 4 goals in his last 5 games. Right? So why are we going to say now if Chris Wood played for us, he would have been as good as Havertz? By that logic, he would have, right? That's what I'm trying to say. Like they don't give us extra something on the ball. My only issue with Jesus is he doesn't finish. If Jesus finished like Haaland or like someone else, he would have been a world-class striker. So I'm saying we need to eventually upgrade over both.
But you also cannot trust him. We talked about this as well.
That's true. That's true.
So
that's, true.
That's the big thing. And I'm only saying we still need a striker. We still need a striker. Havertz did a good cameo.
I just got to say, listen, Hooks has got to go. And we're going to be ending pretty soon because this has nearly been going on for 2 hours, bro. But
it's been a good combo.
Just the 4 of us, it's mad. It's a good combo. It's a good combo.
See, now,
yeah, man.
I like it when it's the smaller streams, man. You get to say a lot more in it. So yeah, whenever you want to do these, just shout at me, man. I'm always about,
We've seen all sides of the spectrum in this stream.
Yeah, man. I'm always there, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He needs to stop getting angry with me, though. He always like to fire shots at me, man.
No. It's bro. It's chill, man. It's not like that. it's just a healthy discussion, bro. It's just a healthy discussion.
As I said, thank God we didn't do this yesterday after the game.
One sec. I just want to say one thing. Yeah, Guapo, my brother. You've been chatting hella shit in the chat. Hella shit. Khara. That's what you've been talking in the chat, bro. Absolute khara, my brother. Yeah? Please. You're sitting here clowning my players, yeah? When Jota could not hit a barn door. Nunes couldn't hit a barn door.
Wait, is he a Liverpool fan? I thought he's a Chelsea fan.
No, he's a Liverpool fan. Brother, you are in the mud with us. You know that. Crystal Palace Crystal Palace dunked on your head top, and you know what your manager did? Smile like a little bitch. Bro, so please relax, El Guapo. Know your place, brother. Because you're really out here trying to clown me when you're in the same position as me, bro. How can you clown me when you're in the same position and your players have been more inconsistent in the front line? So please, have some shame, bro. Have some
And don't
shame.
forget Atalanta, and then the hands in
Exactly.
the air, hands in the
Brother,
air.
how was Atalanta come to your crib and dunked on you, bro?
No. You need to say it like
Dunked on you.
this. Atalanta. That's how you need to say it.
Atalanta! I told you guys 2 hours ago. 2 hours before, I told you guys, Atalanta, we're gonna get them. We rig draws. We rig draws.
And don't forget the arms. Don't forget the arms. The arms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, we big up to Hassan, man. Big up to Hassan.
Yeah,
I
big
think
up Hassan. Big up Hassan.
he got done that with that one. I can't lie. He's got to hold that. He's got to hold that, bro. He's got to hold that. But yeah. Listen, Guapo clearly shows that he doesn't watch football or is very, very young. We've touched the Champions League final, brother. We have touched the Champions League final.
He is very young. He
Unaware.
doesn't know. Yeah.
If you were unaware,
17,
2006,
maybe.
my
17.
brother. We were 2006. Yeah. But anyway, El Guapo, none of that matters, brother. You're trying to clown us like as if you're not in the same position, brother. Have some self-respect. Have some self-awareness. Have some
In fact,
self-awareness.
you're
bro.
worse than us. You're worse than us.
Yeah, they're worse than us. They're actually
Yeah.
worse than us.
Yeah.
Worse defense.
3-0 to Atalanta
worse
at
attack.
Anfield, bro. Have some shame.
It's crazy, bro. The team that beat you at your home, they came to my home and I smacked them 5 goals on their head top. Crystal Palace done. Wallah, done. El Guapo. Have some respect, man. Have some respect, bro.
But yeah, I'm dipping.
Wallah.
Big up the chat.
Big
Big up
up.
everyone logged
Big
in.
up.
Big up, bro.
Guys, love it each and every time. And yeah, I'll catch y'all next time.
Nah, big up. But
Ciao,
anyway,
ciao.
listen. Lads, I'm just gonna end it off with this. I think we need to look at the next game. Next game is very important. Next game is very important. Yeah, very important for us to go into it, man. I think it's a must win, and I could not stress that enough, bro. I could not
You mean
stress that.
Wolves or Bayern?
No, the buying game, bro. We're not even at Wolves. We're not even at Wolves yet, bro. We are not
I
even
thought we
there.
were talking league.
Yeah,
Yeah, but yeah. It is a must win. It is a must win. I will take
100%.
the dirtiest 1-0 in my life. I
Oh,
would even take penalties, bro. Wallah, at this point.
oh, wallahi, if we could just do the stinkiest 1-0, brother, I'm here for it. But anyway, listen. Links are in the description. Make sure you're smashing that like button. Make sure you are subscribing to the channel. Links are in the description for Ash and Hooks. T doesn't have a YouTube channel yet, but once he gets one, we're gonna put the link in the description. So make sure to subscribe to them guys as well. Check out Hooks just uploaded. But yeah, look at this El Guapo guy. There you are. What happened? Did someone time him out?
Yeah, I think
Timing
LFC
me out
Aaron
for
did. Your
replying
own
is-
Liverpool, your
Um,
own Liverpool brethren did. Your own Liverpool
Friendly
brethren.
fire.
timed
Aaron.
out.
It was only 10
Aaron,
seconds.
yeah.
It was only 10
Yeah.
seconds. It was
Bro,
only 10
yeah.
seconds.
Bro,
It was only 10
Aaron,
seconds exactly.
Aaron, who is your Liverpool brethren, timed you out, bro, because he was like, bro, relax. You're talking way too much, yeah. You're talking way too much, man. Yeah, I can't even be asked to look at this shamelessness. I can't even be asked to look at this. Do you know what I'm saying? So, with all due respect, yeah, akhi, ya khoya, hold that. Hold that. And thank you for the £2 though.
Big
And
up,
big
big
up
up.
Aaron as well.
Listen, yeah, big up Aaron always, and big up Sareda as well, because I think she timed him out as well.
Oh yeah, big up Sured as well. Yeah.
But anyway, listen, people. Big up to Harman Sadiq. Big up to Capo. Big up to El Guapo as well for the super chats. I appreciate you guys. Buying tomorrow preview. It will be here, maybe 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. It all depends. But we will be here tomorrow for the for the buy-in preview. So make sure to stick around for that one. Make sure to be back here for that one. I'm gonna send you guys over. Is he still live? Is he still live? Is he still live? Let me double check. Hold on. I think he is. Let me just double check. One second, guys. Right, he is still live. So, guys, I'm gonna send you over to Dan Potts. Yeah, I'm gonna send you guys over to Dan Potts. So make sure to smash the like button. Make sure to spam Sard Raid. Please make sure to go and do that for me. Listen, I'll see you guys on the next one. Yeah. And big up to Win the Dog. Big up to Win the Dog. Big up to Win the Dog, because I don't know why Josh just wants to just always have me acknowledge Win the Dog for some weird reason. I don't know why. Why do you always come in and say acknowledge Win the Dog? Why? You have Win the Dog. Anyway, big up Josh. But anyway, latest people. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.